I wanted to press the show button.
Yeah, that show button.
The show button. The go.
That on there.
Is it bad that I've always wanted on my stream deck to put a giant red button that says "Do not press this," and have it do absolutely nothing, but have it just be like that meme, just like
So good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Listening in on your podcast devices, whether you're watching us on YouTube or here live on Twitch. I am Lord Teamaker. The gentleman with me is Mr. James Atkinson.
Good morning, everybody.
And this is episode 2 of season 5 of The Game Won't Play Itself. How you doing? You actually had a good week?
Yeah, it flew by for whatever reason. This week was just fast.
I think this year's going quite fast with all the shit that's been thrown at us. It's still, we're halfway through July almost.
Yeah. I mean, we're a third of the way through July, you could say.
Yeah, crazy time has been. So today we have a smaller show for you. Probably, I'm going to say probably, just in case. We have a light content dump. We've been looking after ourselves this week. We haven't been eating too much, so we should have a light sprinkling.
We're in the cutting phase. There's a lot happened. There's a lot of content coming down, so we're trimming down. It's the middle of summer. We need to trim down, look good, because when the holidays come, we're going to be eating content like madmen.
Yeah, so we've had to clear space. And so what we've left is just little bits. And then what we've been playing, a little special announcement or two, and pimp outs and shout outs. Oh yes. So what's the content dump we have? What news do we have? What top quality news?
All right, they're already knowing you're lying because you said top quality. There's nothing top quality about what we talk about.
Especially not with this one.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch fans are reacting in alarm at an eShop game that is called Don't Get Caught. Now, do people in chat, do you, James, want to take a guess at what Don't Get Caught is about?
I mean, I think I know. I do know what it's about, so it's kind of voyeurism. You're close.
You're very, very close.
Very close.
You are very close indeed.
You would almost say you almost hit the nail on the head.
I mean, is that a euphemism?
It is a euphemism. It is very much a euphemism.
Because, right, here it is. Right, here's the blurb. Here's the PC version of Don't Get Caught's description, right? Don't Get Caught is a funny little jump scare horror game where you attempt to reach climax while pleasuring yourself over pictures of Let's Players and other famous people without getting caught by your terrifying mother. Yes, the Nintendo Switch was going to give you a wanking game.
So it just got a level of worse, in my opinion. Like, I just thought it was funny, but you're wanking to live streamers?
Yep, Let's Players and other famous people.
In the current Twitch drama that's going on, this is the game that they want to release?
Yep.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays off.
I mean, there is an update saying that Don't Get Caught publisher Ultimate Games has told Nintendo Life that the game will no longer be released on Nintendo eShop. So it has been pulled. Yeah, that's all.
Just seems very anticlimactic, doesn't it?
It got caught. Why? It got caught in mid-tug. Too far?
No. No, not too far. Not far enough. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's a game about Matt. It's not the first. I mean, like think about some video games that have come out. I mean, obviously it's probably developed by a Japanese publisher, right? We can just assume that.
Let's see who Ultimate Games are. Are they based in Japan? Let us see. Let me do a little bit of on-the-job research here. Okay,
Ultimate Games? Nope.
Ultimate Games.
I'm looking at them right now. Poland.
The Polish. Okay, all right. That's something, I guess. You know, there's a joke in there somewhere about Poles, and you know.
They did do Walking Simulator, Ultimate Fishing Simulator 1 and 2, and the Deadliest Catch game.
Wow. Deadliest Catch, not Deadliest Catch.
No, Deadliest Catch. Like, based off the Discovery TV show about the crab fishermen.
Fair enough. Right, okay. So their pedigree is somewhat...
I mean, like...
non-existent.
Yeah. They've also had, if we think about it, like, games from Japan, right?
Yeah.
Catherine, which was a puzzle game that was literally about infidelity.
Yep.
This is what it was about. It was.
Yeah. Well, I was going to spoil it there, but I'm not going to.
Like pretty much most of the games that came out on the PlayStation 2, like there was some weird ass shit that came out on like the PlayStation 2. Remember when you were like The Fly and you had to fly around and suck the blood off of people, and it like caused them ecstasy? They're like, oh.
There's the entire section on Steam.
Yeah, but that's just for degenerates anyways. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, I do enjoy, like, memeing over some H games from time to time, because there is some beauties. There's some top quality trash.
Is that what you call it now? Having a good meme over them?
Yeah. You tell me you don't want to laugh over a hentai Area 51 Assault Simulator 2020? Where it was about the raid on Area 51, except with, like, anime waifu girls who get more scantily clad the more you take damage? Attacking aliens at Area 51? This is a game. We've talked about the reviews of it on this podcast. Don't ask me which episode. There's been over 200 now.
Ooh.
But just think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing scares me anymore when it comes to the Switch. The Switch, like, blatantly came out and said, like, they were going to be putting, like, H games on the Switch. It was going to happen. So it's just like, you're sitting there going, like, when did PlayStation and Xbox become kind of prudish about their content? When, like, the Switch is just like, you know what sells games? Zelda and boobs. They'll go the Artesia Waifu Edition. Yes, I would too. Absolutely.
How is that a banned sentence? How do I have to mod that? That's
how
you make no sense there, Twitch. That's fine.
I have this on very light moderation here. Like, there's very light moderation.
Oh, Twitch.
I have said worse things on this podcast already.
Mm-hmm.
We're 28 minutes in. I've said worse things already on this podcast in that sentence.
I mean, could we say this was an easy game to pull off?
Yeah.
In more sense of the words. But yeah, that's all we've got. I mean,
I do need to. I'm looking at my Steam right now. I'm just scrolling down, and community recommendations today. These games, first games recommended by Dat Wombat, is Furry Love, At a Glance, Adult Content, and Sexual Content. Censorship, no. Woot Woot, hours of gameplay, 1 hour. Modding support, no. Patch available, not necessary. And it has, and it is just straight full penetration. That's what the card is. It's just It's just full penetration.
Well, they'll put anything up on Steam, apparently, won't they?
It's to the point, like, I was going to share my screen with you guys. I can't even share my screen with you. It's like that. It's like getting us banned level of, like...
Yeah.
If you like anthropomorphic animals, just full penetration. There you go.
Let's just not let's just move away from that very, very quickly. Let's move on to what we've been playing.
Yeah, let's quickly sidestep this topic before I can take us down a deeper hole of degeneracy that
we cared to at the start of our 5th season.
Did you know that Steam released a documentary about the final hours of development of Half-Life Alyx?
Did they?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like $10 on Steam.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. Oh, of course it is. I'm reading it, and it says, buy Half-Life Alyx Final Hours, and then right underneath it, under the ad cart section, says, a dedicated inside valve by, guess who? Who did this? None other than our friend, Jeff Keighley.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised they could get him away from Hideo Kojima for a few minutes. Oh, this is amazing. We have to talk about this because title Half-Life Alyx Final Hours, genre action, developer Jeff Keighley, publisher Jeff Keighley.
He's America's Dennis Waterman, if anybody knows in the UK who that is.
And then this visit the websites at the Game Awards on Twitch, Jeff Keighley on Twitter, the Game Awards on YouTube. Fucking Jeff Keighley. Oh my God, Jeff! Why?
Oh, Jeff! Jeff!
You're just everywhere that I don't want you to be. But at the same time, this show would be so much less without you in this world. It's just like
cut out.
I appreciate you being here. See, I appreciate Jeff Keighley as much as he caused me consternation. He gives us content, and I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think he goes about things in weird ways.
He's a passionate man, isn't he?
Yes, passion would be a good word. It would be a good word to describe Jeff Keighley.
Hey, put it this way, Michael. If Jeff Keighley could get away with the Games Awards singing the theme tune, writing the theme tune, he would do that. All right.
Sony's having problems with Epic Games. Do tell.
No, they are looking to try and buy into Epic Games for $250 million. That's what we saw.
They want some of that Tencent money?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's smart. Oh.
I mean, take over?
No.
Epic?
No, they wouldn't take over Epic. Epic holds a majority stake of their thing, and I think Tencent is the only other bidder with 49%. No. If I may speculate, which I tend to do, possibly a release platform for Sony games on PC.
Very possible. Very possible. Let's have a look, see where that was, because there was a bit around here that I was looking through. We could actually go delve into that a little bit more.
Let's dig into this. Hang on, I just have to check one thing. I'm going to pull up my Epic Games Store.
Yeah.
Because I want to see... Here's the thing. Is Horizon Zero Dawn on the Epic Games Store?
So, Sony has invested $250 million in Epic. The strategic investment gives Sony a minority interest in the Fortnite maker. The investment cements an already close relationship between the two companies and reinforces the shared mission to advance the state of the art in technology, entertainment, socially connected online services, Sony said.
I mean, we also have to, realize too that like, did they put it in Epic Games or the Epic Games Store?
Epic Games.
So Epic Games also makes the Unreal Engine. So that could also be the reasoning for this too. Like they're just like, we're cementing this because we want to have the Unreal Engine and have like a good shot at it. And Horizon Zero Dawn is available on the Epic Games Store.
Wow. So yeah, so it's an investment. We'll see what happens with that in regard to them, but it's a minority in stake. It's not a big, majority stake. They're not taking it.
If anything, from what I see, it is that they probably want first dibs, or like they want to be able to touch on the Unreal Engine.
Or with Fortnite having all these like musical artists and stuff, any Sony music label ones in there?
I mean, yeah, that's I mean, but that's both ways. It's almost like you wouldn't see Sony paying to get at. There's got to be something more than that. Sony has to be getting something out of the deal by giving them money. Yeah. If Epic wanted Sony artists in Fortnite, they would be paying them, right?
Yeah. But you got to think how big Epic became with Fortnite because of Fortnite and the Unreal Engine. So
yeah, we forget like Epic Games like is the people who like have the Unreal Engine, and they probably have an engine that they're developing for next gen, and that could be something that we're looking into, saying like Sony is sitting there going like, if we create the strategic partnership, we'll be able to help either guide or get access to or have that strategic partnership when that next generation engine comes out.
Well, I mean, look at the demo that was presented by. Wait, who was it? Oh yeah, Jeff Keighley. The PS5 demo, tech demo they showed, that was on Unreal. That was on Unreal Engine 5.
So there's your 250 million right there. And I know we're talking like large numbers, and yeah, that's 20 million less than they paid for Insomniac. But in like modern terms of like gaming contracts and stuff like that, it's not a it's a large amount of money, but it's not a huge amount of money.
It's a drop in the ocean for Sony, isn't it, really? Mostly these days, anyway. Because they were having around about the PS3 time with the TVs and stuff, so they had to change business.
I mean, let's bring it into context. GTA 5 in April 2018 made over $6 billion. That's billion with a B.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about that, and that's one video game.
Yeah.
If you think about Sony and the cash and everything, this is a future investment. I see that. This is them planning, going, this is us getting a strategic partner going forward.
Yeah.
Being able to tap on the Unreal Engine, being able to probably get better updates quicker.
Makes sense.
Or this is instead of saying screw wanting to play the licensing game. Instead of licensing the Unreal Engine, because remember, anybody can work in the Unreal Engine. Is when you make a game that you have to start paying for it. So you can download the Unreal Engine right now and just start fucking around with assets. The second you make something, that's when Unreal says, now you have to pay us. But if you're just doing this for the fun of it, they don't charge you. So this could be Sony saying, listen, we're done playing the game of licensing this out because of how many studios we have, how many people are using it. If we become a strategic partner with you, then at that point we just get access to it. And we're paying 25 million, or is it 250 million?
250 million.
We're paying 250 million up front to basically get access to anything, your engine that you release from now till infinity. Which in a long-term business strategy could be very well, because how many games have you guys seen since the release of PlayStation 4 that started with made in Unreal? Decent amount?
Yeah, I would say a decent amount.
Also, because how expensive is it to develop your own engine? Look at a game like...
I can possibly tell you on that one.
Well, that's the thing that slows down a game's development the most. I mean, Death Stranding probably took as long as it did because they developed their own engine, and they didn't really develop their own engine. They built it off of Guerrilla's engine that they built. They took it, Guerrilla gave them the engine, and then they built on top of it. And how long did it, and since
the other studios looking at some of the best bits went, I wonder how I could use that.
Right.
That's why the tour is happening.
Let me just take a look. I want to see. I need to see. Yeah, so this makes perfect sense. So the CD Projekt Red.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the reason why Cyberpunk has taken as long as it has? They developed their own engine.
Wow. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Chris. Yeah, they literally developed the new engine for CD Projekt for whatchamacallit. For Cyberpunk. So that's the reason why it took so long, that they took their Witcher 3 engine and beefed it up and completely redid it for Cyberpunk. And that's why it took as long as it did. What was it 2011 is when we first heard about Cyberpunk? If I'm not mistaken, am I wrong on that one? That's when the first tweet came out.
No, I think it was later than that.
It was definitely later than that. 2011 was, like the year I started college.
Okay, let me see here.
I'm sure it was like 2016.
Sorry, 2013. No, 2013.
Oh, wow.
January 10th, 2013 is when the first Cyberpunk teaser trailer came out.
Wow.
I'm staring at their website. That's when the video was published on YouTube.
That's
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years.
7 years.
Which is normally about the cycle of a big game. 7 years.
Yeah. And so that means because most big games develop their own engines. So Sony's strategic partnership basically saying we're going to buy in to basically get whatever engine stuff it is that we can use. That makes sense. It makes business sense. I don't think it's like a for me, I don't see it. Now I originally thought of it just being like the video game side of it, but it's not. Just like let's use Epic Store to produce all of our stuff and sell it. They're big enough that they can work with anybody. It makes more sense when you think about the engine and going forward into the next generation. And the fact that they said VR, it means engine to me. Because VR is a huge thing for a lot of these game companies. I don't understand why. I don't get it. But you look at something like Alex, look at something like that, and there you go.
Yeah, it's an option for people, isn't it? It's a choice, and I think they want to give people as much choice to give them as much money as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Again, business. So
stonks.
Yeah. So, how are you doing, Chris?
I'm eating pancake squares.
So you're doing pretty good then this morning.
Oh yeah, life is good.
So let us move on to what we have been playing. Would you like to go first, James?
Football Manager.
Yep.
And Persona. I mean, what's there to say? We all know what I play at this point. I play literally like one game and then usually sometimes another game. A little bit of Elite Dangerous. Chris, I moved away from the mining spot. I found a nice little area that has a high value targets where I just jump in, blow up guys for $1 million, and then jump out. Doing that strat. And yeah, that's about it. But I think at the end, we'll have an announcement at the end of this segment, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we do pimp outs and shout outs. That's going to be about something we're going to start soon.
Mm-hmm. And I'll leave that partially until the end of what I've been playing.
Right.
To let you know, so Chris can leisurely enjoy his foods.
I mean, like so I can talk about TGWPIS FC. I have no problem like filling content for like a couple minutes on talking about it. I can show everybody the new opening I created for it.
Right? Yeah, do so. And then I'll jump into mine because I've got a little bit.
It is 8 seconds long. which means just perfect enough to not get copywritten. So we'll just switch it over here. There it is. Beautiful TGWPIS FC. And let's just play it. Yeah, there you go. Why did it play like that? Because we were the champions. If you haven't watched it, last season where we ended on episode 120, we won the FA Cup, the Caballero Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League, and the Super Cup. So every title, every cup we could have won, we did. And I think our under 23s won the Checker Trade Trophy too.
Ooh, we have a raid incoming from Kamikaze Kitten.
Good afternoon, I don't have enough caffeine in my system.
Good morning.
Hi, Cat. Thank you for the raid.
You just call her Cat?
Yeah, we can call her Cat.
You didn't tell me we could call her Cat.
I said it last night when we were playing Rocket League.
I was focusing on not hitting the ball.
Yeah, I was focusing on blowing people up.
Which I think I can safely say we had a lot of fun with that last night, didn't we?
Yeah, there was
yep.
a lot of ball play last night.
And I was more impressed. Yeah, because we only lost one game last night.
Yeah, I was impressed about that.
It just shows that we're better than we thought.
It just shows that Will is a lot better than James and I can drag him down.
Well, actually, Will, it just means that what the heck are you doing playing with the other two? You're obviously better playing with me and Chris.
Yeah.
Damn, we got to get some games in going. Build us more, get us pushed up.
There's another strat that we didn't talk about here. The fact that like when you guys play, where are you normally playing? UK, Europe?
Yes.
You're playing on the East Coast of the United States. So there may not be a stiff competition on the East Coast.
Don't take away from our glory, man. Don't take away from our glory. So yeah, we played some Rocket League last night as part of Free Play Friday. We do have to have choices for next week, which we will get to in the Pimp Outs and Shout Outs part. I played some Dirt Rally 2 this morning, doing some of the Crashes R Us League and the Bandit Gamers League. It wasn't terrible. I managed to stay on the road for quite a while.
It's good.
I didn't suck at it. It wasn't terrible. I was mid-table for Crashes R Us, which is quite nice considering there's some really, really, really good drivers in there. Played a game called Word Maze, which is by Pogi, where you have it's like a maze and snake at the same time, where you have to find words in like a genre of, let's say, colors or pet names or dog breeds or herbs and spices, that sort of thing. Which is quite nice to play. Played some Tricky Towers with Robin. Played some more Forza Motorsport to gain a bit more experience in trying to complete the game. Finished After Party last week. Now, I had a choice of either out drinking the devil or helping him get an intervention. Because he's partying way too much and needs to stop it. He's not happy. So I'll let you guys take a guess at what I actually did with that one. Did another 4-0 victory in round 2 of the Irish Open of Snooker 19. Played a shit ton of A Hat in Time, which was, I like it. It's inoffensive. It's a nice family sort of style game. There's a lot of humor in it. The boss battle was a pain in the ass because it went on a lot longer than I thought, but that's okay. I also started a game that's a classic, but it's an underrated classic apparently. And the underrated classic is called Anachronox. It was released in 2001 from IDOS Interactive. What do you make of it, Chris? Have you played it? Did you?
I opened it. My camera got stuck on the ceiling.
Fair enough.
like the first 5 minutes.
It's not well done.
But,
I don't know. It looks alright. You know, it's I mean, obviously, it looks dated now compared to graphics these days. But I'm looking forward to getting more into it because it is a turn-based sci-fi RPG. So you know, it's something that I'm looking forward to playing some more of and getting into. Then, in a completely different vein, I played an Abomination. An Abomination so shit, it probably gave me a panic attack with how shit it was. A game called Amok. And it's about 72p on the Steam store, but please do not waste 72p. Even if you have it in credit, please do not waste it on this garbage. It's like a walking simulator, and you have to go through like 12 levels. But they look mainly asset flipped and very poorly done. It was just no. I'm glad I completed it and just uninstalled it. You know, it's gone. It'll just sit in the back catalog list and just never see the light of day again on my PC. That's how shit it was. And then finally, I bought F1 2020. And I will be doing this as a series on YouTube. It's exclusive on YouTube. Full qualifying, 100% race distance with full damage on. And it will be Team TGWPIS with myself. And at the moment, my first driver of Tatiana, who you will see on the YouTube channel. And that's all I've been playing. Chris, what have you been playing, matey?
so, I have not been playing a whole lot this week. The big differences, my big games this week have been I've gotten to silver ranking in League, silver 1. So I'm nearly in gold, which puts me at the top 50% of players. And I've been playing a small roguelike that is in early access. And boy oh boy is it worth the money. It is called Noita. And every single pixel on the screen is physics simulated. It is a dungeon delver, and I have yet to beat it, but I hear that there is, in fact, a way to beat it.
Oh, really?
So, I look forward to trying to beat it. It's very difficult. You are a wizard.
Oh, you're a wizard, eh?
You're a wizard!
Harry.
And you have wands, and you gotta jump down and go underground or up above. I don't know. There's like other secrets that I haven't explored yet because I don't have the capacity to get there yet, necessarily. Or I'm just not good enough to survive long enough.
Yeah.
But there's all sorts of neat stuff. There's like weird secrets. And as you progress, you find different wands, or you gain enough money to go purchase wands throughout the course of the thing. You get different ammunitions, different modifiers, pick up perks that let you survive longer or do weird things. One of them, which is a hilarious bit. One of them is a modifier that when you get hit, you teleport. So it's just boop, gone. Which is really funny because there are a lot of damage over times, and it will continuously teleport you over and over and over and over again. So it's like, I stuck my toe in acid and I'm at like 5% coverage of acid, so I'm going to be taking damage for the next 8 seconds. just teleporting everywhere. Sometimes into the place you need to be. Sometimes very far away. And more often than not, directly next to people you don't want to be standing next to.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Oh, it's so much fun. So as you progress and you find these wands, you get to these little safe havens. I say safe havens, you can still die in them, but you get to these little safe havens, and you can take the wands and you can customize them. You can pull those spells and abilities out of them and rearrange them. Combine modifiers. So you can actually develop some very neat, weird super weapons, or some really goofy effects. That's the game in a nutshell.
Nice. Is that how you've been playing, or have you been playing anything else?
That's pretty much it.
So, Chris, I have to ask, have you played the game Helltaker?
I have not.
Okay. This is a game that I would like to see you play.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it's free on Steam. Let's start there. And it's just to tell you, the game's thing is Helltaker is a short game about sharply dressed demon girls. You are a man who it's a puzzle game. So it's like a block move puzzle game.
Yeah.
And you are a man who decided that he wants a harem of demon girls. So he goes to hell to get them. And then you proceed, the story progresses, and if you succeed, you take them back to your house and have chocolate chip pancakes.
Why is this man me?
I watched, it has a great soundtrack, very like Binding of Isaac vibes, but not as disgusting.
Yeah.
And the art style is 10 out of 10. It's free to play. I'm probably going to play it. I watched a Let's Play of it. It took the guy 18 minutes to beat the entire game.
Bloody hell.
But it's a game that I'm going to recommend both of you play, because it's also going to tie into what my Free Play Friday is going to be. So it's free on Steam. I can't stress that enough. It's free.
Okay.
And it's overwhelmingly positive review-wise, with over 40,000 reviews.
Death Taker, yeah?
Helltaker.
Oh, Helltaker.
It's made by one guy. It's free to play, cute demons, puzzle, and indie. Came out in May. Kind of went under the radar until now. But that's a recommendation for me. Number one, I think Chris playing it will get no amounts of enjoyment out of it, because I just need to hear his opinion on it.
Right.
But it's going to tie into my Free Play Friday. So.
Okay. Let's do that. So I'll do that. So that leads us on to then pimp outs and shout outs.
Yes.
Do you want to unveil it?
Yep. Let's unveil it. I do have it queued up and ready to go. Let me put the unmute button back on. This is a trailer, everybody. A trailer for what you can expect tomorrow.
Helltaker is downloaded.
Yes, you're ready, 'cause I'm waiting for you. It's gonna be so exciting. Got this feeling really deep in my soul. Let's get on, I wanna go. Come along, get it on. Gonna take my gun, gonna see it.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
That's what we're doing. I am jumping in to F1. Career mode. I've never played an F1 game before. I know next to nothing about how F1 operates. Will is going to come in as my racing engineer, and we're going to go and win this thing.
So, yeah, you not only get one F1 2020 season, you're getting two from two different perspectives.
One from a seasoned veteran, and one from this guy. Hi, I'm James,
yes.
and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so you're going to be getting you're going to be getting the 100% runs from Will qualifying all the way through. I obviously am going to be playing a shortened version because I can't be bothered to do 56 laps of a race. But mine's going to be much more arcadey, much more interesting, much more fun. And obviously we've titled the series, which is Gotta Go Fast. Because you just gotta go fast.
Hell yeah.
And that'll be tomorrow at, what did we say, 11:30 a.m. EST?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So 4:30 UK time.
So basically, after the F1 race, you get to watch me do an F1 race. And the only thing I have done in the game is I have booted it up and created my driver. The first practice session that you guys see will literally be my first time ever playing a Codemasters F1 racing game.
So how chaotic will this be? You have to join in and find out, won't you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of things happening. I will be saying a lot of things that probably won't be nice. I have read some terminology, like send it, going for a dive, and punting, which I will be using in the completely wrong context, but all for your critical enjoyment. So, be ready. Starting tomorrow, gotta go fast.
Also, want to give a shout out to Kat Kamikaze Kitten for the raid. Thank you very much. We also had a follow as well. Thank you very much for the follow. From who was it? Thank you for following T1D. Thank you very much for the follow, and also Chat for being here as always, because you help make this.
Mm-hmm.
You help make this fun. I wouldn't wake up at 8 o'clock, or I wouldn't wake up and be here on a computer at 10 in the morning if, I didn't have to do the show. I'd be probably still sleeping right there.
Yeah, it's fair. I also want to make a slight correction from last week's podcast.
Oh God, what did I say wrong?
Oh, it wasn't what you said wrong. It was me that said something.
I just assumed we were like, we need to make a correction. Like, oh, frick, what did I do this time?
No, it was me. Last week I said about the Devolver Digital Direct being on, and it was wrong. I was wrong. I went looking for it around about 8 o'clock, and then I saw the advert saying it was for the 11th of July, not last week. So it is tonight at 8, the day before Ubisoft, who do theirs around about 6 o'clock UK time tomorrow. So, do you have any pimp outs or shout outs, Chris?
Let's see. No one comes to mind today. We got a beautiful chat, so you guys already shouted them out, so I'll give you a second. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for watching.
I think that's the perfect way to end.
Okay, I'm not prepared to see if we need to raid somebody. Is somebody around for us to raid? Let's play this game. T. Paulin. T. Paulin?
Yeah.
T. Paulin.
Free play Friday.
Free Play Friday.
Free play Friday.
Free Play
Yep.
Friday, yes, we have to do that, yes.
Okay, well, let's discuss this while I get a raid set up.
Mm-hmm. So, Chris, what would be your choice for Free Play Friday this week?
This week's Free Play Friday, I would say we should do not just. I'm going to be a little more specific about it, but it's Path of Exile. I'm going to put Path of Exile back on the table.
Okay.
But we should try to get as far and as fast as we can.
So gotta go fast, Path of Exile?
Gotta go fast, Path of Exile.
Okay.
Speed run, Path of Exile.
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay.
right.
For myself, I'm going to say Borderlands 2.
Ooh, spicy pick.
Mm.
All right. Now, I hyped it up, but I'll go through it also now. My Free Play Friday choice is a Helltaker race. The three of us start at the same time and see who can beat the game first.
Haha.
Oh.
Considering a 100% playthrough takes 28 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can do it in an hour. So it'll be a 3-person race of
Yeah.
Helltaker. How's that for a little bit of competitiveness? And all competitive games this week.
Yeah.
Fast, Borderlands, and Helltaker. The Helltaker race.
So let's get that. But, so let's see about getting that set up on the
Okay.
Twitters.
And yeah,
So, Path of Exile,
So there you go, everybody. Path of Exile,
speedrun.
speedrun, Borderlands 2 meme run, and Helltaker race. All fun things. So hopefully you'll come and join us for that on Free Play Friday. And don't forget to vote at Twitter, or at TGWPIS, right? It's at
At
TGWPIS.
TGWPIS.
Not at TGWPIS, but at TGWPIS.
Yes.
I don't think I have to say that. Also, when Will tweets it out, we have the Twitter timeline, like actually down there in the description. You can see the tweet. Or you can pull up our Twitter from that and just wait for Will to tweet it out. I'm not stalling or anything for him to type it all out or anything. Just using my words to echo out into the universe, waiting for a reply that may or may not come.
Bing.
Okay, there it is. Made the wrong noise. It is supposed to go like...
Zer.
So, raid time. T-Paulin, give him some love. We love T-Paulin. He's playing Uncharted. Dougie's not around, or else we would be scaring the shit out of him, like we usually do. But anyways, this has been TGWPIS. Not FC. Almost said FC. Said it. We've been us, you've been you. You guys have been wonderful. We'll see you all next time. Have a good one.
Complaints
Complaints?
to the T-Pollen department.
To T-Paulin department.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.